Howdy everybody, Cerberus here. I'm gonna show you guys some guitar bodies I've worked on and some stuff that I will work on that will be much higher quality than the stuff that's already made, because the stuff that I have made is like a year and a half old when I was first starting to work with wood stuff. I'm much better now and I'll have a much better experience. I guess to start off, to show you how bad I am at this is a Les Paul body. If you notice anything, you see how small it is? Yeah, I eyeballed drew this. I've never measured a Les Paul. I tried searching up blueprints, couldn't find jack. So I made a really small one. It has a cut neck that's actually right though. Like, I have the neck for my strap fits it. So does my telly. It's over here. Move that off screen. Anyways, so I tried doing like some weird, I don't know if you guys can tell what color it is. It looks way better in person than it does in this. This looks really ugly. The burst is actually really nice. It's like a green. It's almost like an emerald. It's like a jade. It's like a jade blue, or like a jade green copper. The wings are, I don't remember. Something really crappy. There's like termite holes in it and stuff when I was making it. And then a big fat center block of cedar. Still smells like cedar too. It's a very aromatic one, which is why I was kind of doing that. But I feel like it would have been better if it was a bigger guitar. Anywho, this one has no coloring on it. This is an actual sized one. This one's properly sized. It's a Telecaster body, in case you couldn't tell. But if you do notice, there's a few things off with it. For one, this shape right here. This is shaped like this part down. It is traced off of my Strat. It also fits the Strat neck in there just about perfectly. And then I did this upper part myself based off Telecaster. This is prototype 2 after I ended up messing up the Les Paul. I was like, that's not the right size. I'll need to use reference. So I made this. Now, if you guys can tell, the grain work on this piece of pine is absolutely beautiful. I don't know how well you guys can see it, but it's just really, really pretty. I love it. I want to do, I know it's real generic. I want, not the thing, but what I want to do with it. It's real generic. Yeah, I like that wood. Yeah, if that was figured, that'd be real nice. There we go. Yeah, really nice grain. Like, that's cool. Like the little pooling right there. Almost like a topographical map. Anyways, I was thinking of doing like, instead of like a butterscotch telly, I was doing like a butterscotch burst from like, I almost said honey burst, but I don't want that. A butterscotch burst, a butter burst, you know? So it's like, the center is almost the same color as pine, just like a slight yellowish, golden hue, just a small hue, And then it goes into like a deep butterscotch where all the grain is still in, so I'd stain it, so I just dye it, so it's not painted on like commercial guitars do. So that, you can still see all the wood grain. And then the big problem with this is thickness. I think it's an inch thick. This is not even close to how thick a Telecaster should be. Which is one thing I was told I should try and do. By the way, this neck pocket is cut crappily. Is cut off the top because I like the grain and put it on another thicker piece of wood, and then shape that piece of wood around it, and then make it a pine top guitar. And I want to do that, but I also don't. And so I'm going to try and figure out a way to get it to work where it's just like this. Because it's an inch thick, and it's really thin. Really thin. I don't know how I'm going to get electronics in there, because pickups are like easily an inch and a half thick. Which is ass cheeks. I should just route out the entire, like, back, and then just put a cover on the back. Big brain. No, but, yes, that's this. Really like this, you know. My Telecaster body. I can go, like, if I wanted to, I could take off the neck off my Strat and just put it on this, and it fits in there just fine. Like, not really just screws. Obviously, you're going to need screws when you, like, put it together. But I can set it in there, and it's nice and snug. No wiggle or anything. A little bit, but, you know, it's nice. So, Telly. Really, really, really itty-bitty Les Paul. It's not that itty-bitty, but it's not anywhere near as big as Les Paul should. Or maybe I'm just really big. I am 6'2", if you can... I mean, obviously you can tell, because I sit most of my videos, except for, like, the when I get up to grab my instruments. Yeah, I'm 6'2". Anyways. Some drawings of some designs I did. I just did this right before I made this video. I'm not a good artist. Nor am I good at showing you guys this. But, I couldn't quite get that burst right. But what I was trying to do is go from, like, a light ocean blue into, like, a really blended burst of blue going to a darker blue with, like, a pink, small little pink area that fades into a deep, angry red, but, like, with all the grain obviously still coming through. I'm making more of, like a quilted top, maybe. And then I just wanted to look kind of aggressive. And the reason I made it like that with those specific colors, the blue and red, even though they clash so much, they don't blend too well, is there's a certain sound I want. If I were to have a custom Les Paul, I would have one. Try this if you see the video. It's called a Monster Pacific Punch. I want this guitar to sound like how Pacific Punch tastes from Monster Energy drinks. Just, it's like, take the fruit punch. It's red. Your teeth will be red for a week. You know, like, I want it to be real aggressive. I want it to be warm, really warm, tone-rich, aggressive, good for faster playing, you know. More... I don't know who to use as an example. I guess I might find one at a later point. Yeah, humbuckers for you know, obviously Les Paul. Let me get to it. Okay, so this is a mega modified Iceman. This is my design and my idea. This is, like, the one that I really don't want you guys to steal. Right, okay, so this one's called Simon. This one is drawn the way it's supposed to look. Right? Now, what I was going to do is do something like from, like, Marceline Space and Adventure Time with a coffin-shaped headstock. Same with the name, and I'll show you guys the colors in a second. This is just an overview. Mini humbuckers, 1 volume, 1 tone, chicken head switch, and then just normal tunematic, like, tuning things and whatnot, but I really like the horns on it. I think it'll look real cool. I have a weird, oh yeah, before I show you guys that is what I want, like, the top to be, like, the weirdly contoured tops where it's, like, it's smooth, and then, like, 3/4 away from the 3/4 of an inch away from the edge, it just kind of deeps into, like, a bevel, you know? I mean, I'm sure tons of people have guitars that look like that, but I don't know, I think that'll look cool with this. No glossy finish, that'll look ugly. But here is this. I really like that. I think that looks really cool. It's finger jointed, so I was going to do walnut on one side and then pine on the other, with the pine having like a really light sky icy blue stain, and obviously darkening the walnut so it's like a darker, like dark brown, and then making them finger jointed and putting them together with a whole guitar is just one giant finger joint, really wide across, real interlocking. And I think that'll make for a very interesting guitar, because when I go on the internet and I search up guitars that have that, the finger joint, obviously I can't search up that specific thing, because I'll just get like arthritis from playing guitars, because I don't know how to search stuff up. Anyways, so there's that. That's the guitar I'm building next. I have to go for, here we go, what's this? This was the first guitar I designed. It's based off a Zeta mirror guitar. I think it looks really cool. This is the Zeta Mirror 6 guitars, like some of my favorite guitars. I don't own one, but if I were to, it would look like this. What I have planned for this is basically it's going to be black with 3 trans black stained stripes down the center that are like flame maple little stripes, and then just like, I don't know, like ash or like just plain maple painted black, and then dark metallic green blade edges. So it's basically, instead of just like a taper around it, like an arch top, the edges literally are coming to a point, so all around the guitar is like a blade. So like the part where the lines are, that's where it angles off into a flat point on each side, which would suck ergonomically, but it'll look really cool. This is the first version. I have a better drawn one I'll flip over. Bigsby, whatnot, pickups. Let's see. Yeah, gold electronics. It'd be a 7-string too. It'd be a 7-string with the extra bass one. It'd obviously have a Bigsby. I'd have to custom make a Bigsby that has 7-string capabilities, because they don't make those. And just gold electronics, everything, like gold knobs, gold Bigsby, gold strings, gold tuning pegs, maybe gold frets, maybe brass, just so they don't like wear down. And they'll wear down, just it won't be as bad. It's like, oh, I spent so much money on those. Here's the refined version in terms of pickups. The other one's drawn better, but this one has better pickups on there. So what I was going to do is humbucker in the neck, lipstick in the center, and a P90 in the bridge. I think that'll create some really dynamic tones. Oh, the P90 is tappable. The humbucker would be splittable, so that I can just get so many different varieties of tone in there. Obviously all still gold. So that's what I had designed there. And I have another guitar designed to show you guys. I do not think so. So those are the guitars I designed. If you guys like any of the one designs particularly, I guess make something similar to it. Don't copy it. Don't make it George Roy. If I saw it, I would go, that looks like a lot like my guitar that I designed. No, like, if you want, you can copy the shape of Simon. I don't care. I call that the Petrikov body, because, Ice King, so I call it Simon. That's why it's blue and brown, blah, 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 whatever. I like Adventure Time. That's a body I designed basically from scratch. Kind of used the Iceman as inspiration, but not on purpose. I was just kind of designing it. I'm like, hey, that looks like an Iceman. And that's what the bottom half kind of came to be, like an offset Iceman, you know. Which I mean, I guess they're already kind of offset, you know, where they're like more weight towards the upper part, the upper bout going further towards you, and the lower bout going more towards the other way. But it's a more exaggerated version of that, and obviously a super exaggerated horn, which I think the horn I designed looks way cooler than the one Ibanez does. Ibanez doesn't have good quality control. They don't have good guitars, really. I mean, I like their guitars sometimes, but they feel like too try hard at being aggressive guitars. PRS does really good at that. PRS. Ibanez is off-brand Gibson trying to be PRS, if that makes sense. But don't get me wrong, if someone gave me an Ibanez, I would be happy with it. I mean, because my electric is shit. But, yeah, those are that's all my stuff. I think I had something else somewhere. I don't remember what it was. But, what was I saying? I also had a design for a Telecaster, but I haven't drawn up that yet. Another Telecaster other than that one. And, let's see. I guess that's it for now. Deuces, dudes.